All right, let's talk about a huge challenge in the AI world right now, the crazy runaway costs of running large language models. I mean, it's complex, it's super expensive, and for a lot of people, it's a total black box. But what if you could actually get a handle on it? Let's dive in and see how.
So if you're one of the many folks building on AWS Bedrock, you are in exactly the right place. You're using some of the most powerful AI models on the planet, from Claude to Llama. But all that power, well, it comes with a pretty hefty price tag, and that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
Does this feel a little too real? You know the feeling. You get that bill at the end of the month, it's way higher than you thought, but you can't really figure out why. Trust me, you are not alone. This feeling of just spending money without any real visibility is one of the biggest roadblocks for teams trying to scale their AI apps.
Okay, so let's really break down the problem here. When you're running AI models out in the real world, you slam into some very specific and, very expensive challenges.
It really comes down to these three things. First, you've got these unpredictable costs that just always seem to be creeping up. Second, there's zero visibility. Which teams are spending the most? Which models? Which features? Most companies have absolutely no clue. And third, and this is the kicker, you're not really given the tools to fix it. This means you're probably paying for the exact same API calls again and again. It's just costly, redundant work.
But what if you had a copilot that was built from the ground up to handle exactly these problems? Well, let's meet FluxAI. It's the solution designed to bring some much-needed clarity and control back to your AI ops.
So, what is this thing exactly? The key thing to get is that FluxAI isn't another model. Think of it more like an intelligent optimization layer. It just sits quietly between your application and AWS Bedrock, analyzing and optimizing every single thing that flows through it. And you don't have to rebuild your entire system to use it. And this is the best part. Getting started is so simple. It's built to be a drop-in replacement. You literally just swap your Bedrock endpoint for the FluxAI API endpoint in your code. That's it. Seriously. No complex integrations, no weeks of engineering work. You can be up and running in a few minutes.
So how does this intelligent layer actually save you money? Well, it's not magic. It's actually a combination of two really powerful, totally automated engines that are working for you behind the scenes. Okay, so the first engine is something called semantic caching. Now this is way smarter than a normal cache. Instead of just looking for identical word-for-word requests, it actually uses AI to understand the meaning behind a request. So if one user asks, "How do I reset my password?" and another asks, "I forgot my password, what do I do?" FluxAI knows they're asking the same thing. It serves up the cached answer instantly, and boom, you just saved an entire expensive API call.
And get this, the impact here is huge. Just by turning on semantic caching, FluxAI gets rid of 30 to 40% of redundant API calls, just like that, right out of the gate. For a lot of businesses, that alone is a massive, immediate drop in their monthly bill.
Okay, so what about all the unique requests that can't be cached? Well, for everything else, the second engine, smart routing, kicks in. Instead of you having to hard code one single expensive model for every single task, FluxAI can intelligently send the request to the best model for that specific job, all based on your priorities, whether you want the lowest cost, the fastest speed, or some specific capability.
But look, FluxAI is about more than just automating savings. It's really about giving you back control. It gives you complete observability with this beautiful dashboard that shows you actionable insights. You can track your costs in real time down to a single request and finally understand exactly where your money is going.
All right, let's talk about the bottom line. Let's get to the ROI and see how all this translates into real dollars and cents. Because, the features are cool, but the proof is always in the numbers.
This is the number to remember. On average, customers save $4 for every $1 they spend on the FluxAI platform. It's an investment that pays for itself many times over.
Let's just walk through a real-world example. Imagine your company spends about $10,000 a month on Bedrock. With FluxAI, that semantic caching we talked about saves you around $3,500. Smart routing trims off another $1,500. So right there, that's $5,000 in savings. After the $499 cost for the platform, your net savings are over $4,500. You've just got your bill by nearly half. And that's just in 1 month. When you zoom out, the long-term impact is incredible. That $4,500 in monthly savings adds up to over $54,000 saved over a single year. That's a whole new budget you can put back into development, or hiring, or just innovating faster. So you might be wondering, okay, how long does this take to pay off? And the answer is just wild. The payback period for FluxAI is typically less than 1 week. The platform pays for itself almost instantly, and everything after that is just pure savings in your pocket.
So if all this sounds good, you're probably wondering what it takes to get started. Well, the path to actually getting these savings and taking back control of your AI spend is super straightforward. It's designed to be totally frictionless.
FluxAI has these really simple, transparent pricing tiers. They're options for every stage you could be at, from solo developers and startups all the way to massive enterprises. But the most important one to look at is that one right at the top.
You can start for free, no catch. The developer tier gives you 10,000 requests a month to just track your costs and see the potential savings for yourself. You can literally see the value in your own environment with absolutely zero risk. And then, when you're ready, you can upgrade with a single click to unlock all the good stuff, the optimization features.
So I'll just leave you with this question. What could your team build? What new features could you ship? How much faster could you innovate if you suddenly had an extra 45% in your AI budget? That's really the power of optimizing the flow of AI.